What up, y'all? It's your boy Jay the Truth Teller, and I'm back in here with another YouTube video. Now I'm gonna connect. I'm gonna try in this video. I'm gonna try and connect two of the posters that I made just recently together. First of all, I want to know who is it that keeps saying that I get all of the women, because the last time that I checked, the only woman I've always had is my wife. And I ended up getting her by luck, because me and her went to school together. I've even heard back in the days when I was a little when I was young, like 15, 16 years old. As a matter of fact, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 years old. It used to be a lot of the older folks that blah 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 blah. Used to be a lot of the older guys that would tell me, "Yeah, you that boy that's got all the women. You know that John got all the women. He got all the women. He be getting all of the women." Why would anybody have that in their head that I would be getting all of the women? I've even had women tell me before that they couldn't date a guy like me. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy how they'll look at a guy like me and think that I'm crazy, retarded, or deranged, but they don't see nothing wrong with none of the other guys who they be out here laying up with and having babies with and having kids with. But they'll look at a man like me and think, oh, he crazy, oh, he retarded, oh, he deranged. I'm gonna break down why. I'm gonna tell you why they be thinking that way. For number one, I'm the true definition of the men. I'm one of the true definitions of the men that most modern women today hate. Because I don't go out to clubs, I don't party, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do nothing, I don't do that XYZ crap. I play video games, watch movies, listen to music. I don't be out here partying, drinking, smoking, gambling, shooting up every damn thing that moves. I don't be out here doing none of that crap. Most of these modern females of the day, they want a man that loves to party, loves to drink, loves to, the dudes that love to smoke dope, and they want those type of dudes. And I don't know why anybody would have it in their head that I be getting all of the women. Where they get what do they get this from? Where do they get this narrative from that I be getting all of the women? I've even had a woman tell me she couldn't date me because my eyes are crooked. You know what I mean? True story. I've had women tell me that they couldn't date me because my eyes are crooked. I don't do nothing but walk away. I don't argue. I don't fight. I don't try to pick a blah 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 blah. I don't try to pick a fight. I don't try to pick an argument, because it's funny how they will see something wrong with a guy like me, but they don't see nothing wrong with Pookie. They don't see nothing wrong with Ray Ray. They don't see nothing wrong with Jerome. You know what I'm saying? They don't see nothing wrong with Craig, or they don't see nothing wrong with none of these dudes out here who they be sleeping around with. But they always find something wrong with a guy like myself. Like, even in high school, I've had women tell me, we can't, I can't go out with you. I can't date you. I can't go out with you. Your eyes, baby, your eyes is crooked. And I don't do nothing but laugh when women tell me that crazy shit. Now, 'cause, like, at least my wife didn't think that. And like I said, don't reason, don't blah blah blah. How I met my wife was, we went to school together. And she about the only woman that I've had. I had a few exes here and there, but those were just on and off relationships. I've had a few exes here. What I'm saying. I ain't. But I'm not. I don't sleep. I wasn't sleeping around. I was just. A lot of them chicks who I try to talk to, or I try to get their phone number, them chicks got kids. They got baby daddies and all that. And one thing I don't do is I don't fool with another man's woman. You know what I'm saying? These women are these dudes pride and joy, and I don't mess around. I don't mess with a dude's pride and joy. That's just one thing I don't do. But yeah, I've had women tell me, yeah, I can't date you. I can't date a guy like you. I'll be like, damn it, why? You dating Pookie, you dating Sean, you dating Craig, you know what I'm saying? You dating little smoke from up the street. They always find something wrong with a guy like me. But that's because I speak my mind, and I say what's on my mind without, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody never wrote none of my posts. Every time I wrote a post, you can go look on my Facebook page right now. Every last one of my posts that I written, I wrote it by myself. Ain't nobody handed me no script of paper and told me to write this or told me to write that. You know, even when I be editing my photos, I do my own shit. Ain't nobody wrote nothing for me. Ain't nobody handed me no strip of paper and said, hey, here, read this and write this down in your post. No, I everything that I come up with myself. And I don't know what these dudes be getting at in their head. I get all the women. How the hell I get how could I get all the women? I'm old enough to admit it now. Here, like I can go on record by saying I never had the type of game to pull all of the women. I never been able to pull all of the women. And, you know, but it's dudes out here who be thinking, oh man, you got all the hoes, you got all the women, you got it's dudes who don't even call me and ask me, hey man, where the hoes at? Yeah, like I guess on the streets. I don't ask me where the hoes at. I don't know. They probably in the streets where they belong. You know what I'm saying? Probably in the streets where they belong. Asking me, don't ask me where no hoes at. I don't got none. You know what I'm saying? And I'm old enough to admit that I'm 31 years old. I ain't got time to be out here playing chase the hoe. You know what I'm saying? And they feel if they feel like they can't date a guy like me, then fine. I'm not up here to judge nobody by their dating preference. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the type to tell nobody what they can like and what they can't like. For example, if a man wants to date a white woman, he can date a white woman. If a you know what I'm saying, if a black woman wants to date a white man, she can date a white man. She can go. You know what I'm saying? She can get up on her rocket ship and go blast off. It ain't gonna make me no difference, because what other folks do ain't none of my business. I've learned in life that the best business is to mind your own business. I'm sorry. I've learned in life that the best business is to mind your own business and leave other folks' business alone. The best thing in life is to mind your own business and leave other folks' business alone. Let other folks do what they gonna do in life. You know what I mean? And I don't Jonathan get all the women. How do I get all the women when I don't got that type of game? You know what I'm saying? I never had the type of game to pull a woman just like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like these other guys out here. I'm not like Jerome or Fred or Craig up the street who could just say one thing to a woman and he can pull her just like that. That ain't never been me. You know what I'm saying? I just, if I see a woman, I look, I say, hey, how you doing? And I move on. I ain't trying to look for another marriage. I'm not trying to look for another relationship. You know, like I said before, one was enough for me. Now I'm just focused on my health and strength, and I'm focusing on seeing what God has in store for me next. What is my next blessing gonna be? You know what I mean. Even if it is two kids or whatever God is gonna bless me with next, I'm prepared for it. You know, but if not, then you know it is what it is. I'm not looking for another marriage. I'm not looking for another relationship. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff is, you know, it's gonna come and it's gonna go. You know, relationships come and go. You know, so that's why I stopped worrying. That's why I stopped worrying about why certain females won't date me or this, that, and the third. Cause you know what I'm saying? Even when I pass females by, they be, oh my God, girl, I can't date a man like him. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't date a man like him. I've heard females say that I got an attitude problem. I ain't got no attitude problem. It's just people in the world got. It's just that people out here in the world got me fucked up. That's what it is. I don't take no bullshit from I don't take no shit off nobody. Even my family members. I don't take no shit from them. You know what I'm saying? I'm a problem when it comes to being disrespected. I don't take no disrespect. That's all that is. I don't take no disrespect. But if you respect me, I respect you. But if you disrespect me, I expect me to give you the same disrespect back in return. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, if you like this video, leave your love, leave your hate, comment, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, give it a thumbs down. You know. And I just thought I'd come and get that off my chest. I don't know what people get that from, that I be getting all the women. The day is Sunday, April 27th. And I've never in my life pulled all the women. You know, because I do a lot of things that most women hate. I do a lot of things that most women hate. I love playing video games. I love watching movies. I love listening to music. I don't be out here partying, smoking, drinking. You know what I'm saying? I don't be out here selling drugs and none of that type of crap. Yeah, besides, I done got too old for that crap anyway. I'm 31. At the age of 31, all I'm focused on is my health and strength, and you know what I'm saying. I'm focusing on what the next blessing. What blessing? I'm focusing on what blessing that God has in store for me next. Plus, I'm just trying to live to see my nieces and nephews grow. You know, and shout out to all of my subscribers. Shout out to my brother Lee T. Shout out to my brother Lee TV. A big shout out to him, my brother Lee TV, and shout out to all of my nieces and nephews. If y'all run across this video, I love y'all. Shout out to y'all, and you know what I'm saying. Hopefully we get a chance to, you know what I'm saying, hang out, and you know y'all can hang out with your uncle, and we can talk and chat, and you know what I'm saying. Shout out to Wonder Baby. You know what I'm saying. Shout out to all of my subscribers, and shout out to a handful of my family members that, you know, we speak here and there. You know, when everybody ain't busy, we speak and we talk and we chat. You know what I'm saying. God bless everybody. I hope God bless everybody to become successful. You know what I'm saying. If you like this video, leave your love, leave your hate, comment, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, give it a thumbs down. And I'm a sign on out, man. It's your boy Jay the Truth Teller. God bless America, and I'm out. Peace.